I am Dr. Omar Farooq with the topic Objective Test Items. Dear students, in today's lecture, we will discuss objective test items, their characteristics, types, advantages and limitations, and at the end, we will discuss rules to construct multiple choice test items. At the end of this session, students will be able to select appropriate test items, know characteristics of objective test items, know the advantages and limitations of objective test items, comprehend the uses of short answer items, understand the uses of multiple choice questions, comprehend the rules for the construction of objective test items, and develop objective items, especially short answer and multiple choice items. Before discussing our main topic, objective test item, I would like to discuss the basic principle for the selection of appropriate test item. The basic principle for selecting appropriate test item is select the item type that provides the most direct measure of the intended learning outcome. For example, if the intended learning outcome is writing, naming, listening, or speaking, the requirement of the task is to supply the answer. If the item involves the use of laboratory equipment to solve problem, then actual laboratory performance is the only option. On the other hand, if the task requires for identifying correct answer, then selection type items would be best option. Selection type is favored because of greater control over students' response and the objectivity of the scoring. MCQs are preferred among selection type. The use of true-false items would be beneficial if there are only two options or alternatives. And for relating series of homogeneous things, matching item is suitable. Multiple choice items are favored for the reason that they reduce the chance of guessing. Here students, we can make distinction between classroom tests as those which consist of objective test items and those which require students to construct response. Objective test items require a student to supply a word or two or to select the correct answer from alternatives. They are called objective as they have a single right or best answer. This answer can be determined in advance. Objective test is highly structured. Their scoring is objective, that is quick, easy, and accurate. As far as characteristics of objective test items are concerned, high reliability, objectivity, and adequate sampling are the major characteristics of this type of test item. As you know, we teach thousands of facts to our students, but we can measure only few of them. That's why we have to take sample from whole content. Objective type test helps us in taking representative sample and cover maximum content area. In scoring objective test items, examiner's mood, opinion, biasness cannot influence the result. Objective test items have variety of types and we can classify these into two major categories. One is supply type and the other is selection type. Supply type consists of short answers and completion type test items, whereas selection type includes matching, true false, and multiple choice items. Short answer item and the completion item both are supply type test items. These can be answered by a word, phrase, number or symbol. These two types are same, only the difference between them is method by which a problem is presented. In short answer item, we use a direct question, whereas we use incomplete statement for completion item. For example, what is the name of the man who invented the bulb? Or what is the name of the author of Bange Dara are short answer items. And completion item consists on an incomplete statement like the name of the man who invented the bulb is, and the name of the author of Bange Dara is, are completion items. There are two major advantages of short answer items. The first one is that they can be constructed easily. साइंस और मैथ्स के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग आउटकम्स के अलावा आमतौर पर ये मेमोराइज इंफॉर्मेशन को रिकॉल करने के लिए यूज होते हैं, लिहाजा इनको कंस्ट्रक्ट करना निस्बतन आसान है. The other important advantage of this type is that in this type, students are required to supply the answer, which reduces the possibility of guessing. Major limitations of short answer item. The first one is unusability for measuring complex learning outcome, and the other one is difficulty in scoring when it is not phrased carefully. For example, where was Churchill born? This can be answered by the name of the city, country or continent, etc. Dear students, here are some suggestions for the construction of supply type test items. Number one is word the item so that the required answer is both brief and specific. For example, the poor statement is an animal that eats the flesh of other animals is, and the better statement is an animal that eats the flesh of other animals is classified as. Number two, a direct question is generally more desirable than an incomplete statement. The poor statement is John Glenn made his first orbital flight around the Earth in, and the best one is in what year did John Glenn made his first orbital flight around the Earth. Here are some other suggestions for the construction of supply type test item. First one is blanks for answers should be equal in length and in a column to the right of the question. And the other one is when completion items are used, do not include too many blanks. A multiple choice item consists of a problem and a list of suggested solutions. Direct question or incomplete statement is used for stating problem in multiple choice items. The statement in which the problem is presented is called stem. Suggested solutions are named as alternatives or choices or options. The correct alternative in each statement is labeled as answer, while the remaining alternatives are called distractors. Multiple choice items can measure a variety of learning outcomes. Let's talk about the use of multiple choice items for measuring knowledge outcomes. The first one is knowledge of terminology. A simple basic learning outcome that multiple choice item measure is knowledge of terminology. Multiple choice item can also measure knowledge of specific facts. Knowledge of specific facts provides basis for developing understanding, thinking skills, and other complex learning outcomes. Another important outcome in school subject is knowledge of principles, and multiple choice item can be constructed to measure this type of knowledge. Teachers mostly use multiple choice item for knowledge outcomes. However, multiple choice item can also measure the complex learning outcomes. For measuring understanding and application, an element of novelty must be included. If you ask students to apply fact and principle in a situation that is new to student, This item can measure both understanding and application. Here are some suggestions for the construction of MCQs. The first one is the stem of the item should be meaningful by itself and should present a definite problem. Now look at these examples. The first example, which is the poor one, and in which the stem of the item is South America. And the second example, which is the better one, and which the stem of the item is most of South America was settled by colonists from. So in first example, the stem of the item was not meaningful by itself, but in the second example, the stem of the item is meaningful by itself. Dear students, here is another important point we should be considered while constructing MCQs, and that is the item stem should be free of irrelevant material. इन दो एग्जाम्पल पर ज़रा गौर कीजिए। पहली एग्जाम्पल जो कि पुअर एग्जाम्पल है और उसमें आइटम स्टेम है मोस्ट ऑफ साउथ अमेरिका was settled by colonists from Spain. How would you account for the large number of Spanish colonists settling there? और इसमें irrelevant material मौजूद है। और दूसरी एग्जाम्पल में आइटम स्टेम है Spanish colonists settled most of South America in search of. इस स्टेम में irrelevant material मौजूद नहीं है, लिहाजा यह स्टेम पहले वाले स्टेम से ज्यादा बेहतर है। The third point we should be kept in mind while constructing MCQs is use a negatively stated stem only when significant learning outcomes require it. Now look at these examples. First one, which is poor one. Which one of the following is not a safe driving practice on icy roads? And the second one, and which is the better one, all of the following are safe driving practices on icy roads except. स्टेम के अंदर नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट्स को जहां तक हो सके अवॉइड करना चाहिए, इसलिए कि स्टूडेंट्स आमतौर पे नो, नॉट और लीस्ट जैसे वर्ड्स ओवरलुक कर जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो गलती कर जाते हैं। टीचर्स बाज़-औक़ात इस किस्म की स्टेटमेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं क्योंकि लगता है कि ये मुश्किल स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, लेकिन ये याद रखना चाहिए कि इन आइटम्स की डिफ़िकल्टी सेंटेंस क्लैरिटी की वजह से, ना कि उस कंसेप्ट की वजह से जिसको वो मेजर कर रहे होते हैं। मैं तो ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि अगर आपको नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट यूज करना ही है तो फिर नो या नॉट वगैरह को बोल्ड कर दें। The fourth principle is all the alternatives should be grammatically consistent with the stem of the item. Now look at these examples. The first one, which is the poor one, is an electric transformer can be used, the first option, for storing electricity, second option, to increase the voltage of alternating current, third option, it converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, and the fourth option, alternating current is changed to direct current. In this example, except one, the other alternatives are not grammatically consistent with the stem of the item. And in the second example, alternatives are grammatically consistent with the stem. Look at this example. An electric transformer can be used to store electricity, increase the voltage of alternating current, convert electrical energy into mechanical energy, change alternating current to direct current. Dear students, the fifth point is there should be only one correct or clearly best answer in the item. And the sixth one, there should be some novelty in the items which are used to measure understanding, but be aware of too much. And the seventh one, all the distractors should be plausible The purpose of distractor is to distract the uninformed from the correct answer. The eighth point is verbal associations between the stem and the correct answer should be avoided. Now, for understanding this point, look at these examples. In the first example, there exists a verbal association between the stem and the alternatives. So, it is a poor item. And in the second example, which is the better one, because in this example there isn't any verbal association between stem and the alternatives. Dear students, MCQs को कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हुए जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स जहन में रख रहे हैं उनमें से एक ये भी है कि अल्टरनेटिव्स की जो रिलेटिव लेंथ है उसमें आंसर का क्लू नहीं होना चाहिए, और दूसरी बात ये कि करेक्ट आंसर किसी एक अल्टरनेटिव पोजीशन पे ही बार बार नहीं आना चाहिए, बल्कि वो हर अल्टरनेटिव्स की पोजीशन पे इक्वल नंबर ऑफ टाइम और रैंडम ऑर्डर में आना चाहिए. और beside this, avoid frequent use of the alternatives such as none of above or all of above. And the last one is, do not use multiple choice items when other item types are more appropriate. Dear students, here are some advantages of objective type test. Number one, the scoring is not affected by personal opinion of the scorers, that is, they have high objectivity. Number two, a large sampling of the course content is possible by including number of test items. And number three, scoring is objective, that is quick, easy and consistent. Disadvantages of objective type test. Objective type test cannot measure the ability to select and organize and express ideas. The preparation is difficult and time consuming as large number of questions are needed and expertise is required. The pupil can easily copy in the examination center and guessing is also possible. Dear students, take 20 minutes and answer these questions.